I'm gonna rub your belly.
Introducing Babes in Toyland, an enchanting musical treat.
It's toy time. Oh, it's wonderful.
Join Jack and Jill and a host of your favorite nursery rhyme characters as they set out to save Toyland in time for Christmas in the heartwarming animated adventure, Babes in Toyland.
So tonight I watched Babes in Toyland, which has roughly 9,000 different versions. This review is for the 1997 animated musical version. It was directed by Charles Grosvenor, hope I'm pronouncing his name right, who worked on such films as The Land Before Time 5, The Mysterious Island, The Land Before Time 6, The Secret of Saurus Rock, The Land Before Time 7, The Stone of Cold Fire, The Land Before Time 8, The Big Freeze, The Land Before Time 9, Journey to Big Water, The Land Before Time 10, The Great Long Neck Migration, The Land Before Time 11, Invasion of the Tiny Sauruses, The Land Before Time 12, The Great Day of the Flyers, and The Land Before Time 13, The Wisdom of Friends. And his wife left him because he couldn't stop making movies about dinosaurs. Firstly, I love the premise of the whole Babes in Toyland story. I really want to see the play if anyone ever brings it back. All your favorite fairy tale and nursery rhyme characters all rolled into one magical package.
Donkey.
It's basically Shrek, but without Shrek.
Oh, hello, man!
So what's the story here exactly? It's pretty rudimentary. Jack and Jill ride the train into Toyland for Christmas, but find that the most sinister Barnaby has plans to destroy Christmas forever, most foul. So the big toy factory is about to be shut down, and it's up to Jack and Jill, Tom Piper, Mary Lamb, Humpty Dumpty, and a bunch of other weirdos to save Christmas. In most cases, a movie is only as strong as its characters, and I'll be darned if I didn't love all the characters here. They're all so cute and charming. And for the most part, they're all well acted. I really love Jill's adorably high-pitched voice.
You gotta be the most beautiful lady in the whole world.
And you're a very sweet little girl.
But I can see how some people might find her voice annoying or grating. But I loved it. So I found all the characters interesting and a joy to watch. I don't think there were any characters I hated. I loved watching Jack and Jill interact, and Humpty Dumpty was thoroughly entertaining, even if his design creeps me out. I guess that's just the nature of Humpty Dumpty. And I love the villain, Barnaby. Yeah, it's painfully obvious. Yeah, it's painfully obvious that he's the bad guy of this picture, but the guy is so comically villainous that I can't help but laugh and smile in every scene he's in. This man took a lollipop out of a baby's mouth just to hear it cry. He's like Scrooge meets Jim Carrey's portrayal of Count Olaf from A Series of Unfortunate Events.
I am your beloved Count Olaf.
He's just a perfect stereotype of a cartoon villain. He's a greedy, cold-hearted miser who despises joy, is stupendously wealthy, and hated by all.
That's why my little scheme is so divine.
What a crooked man is Barnaby.
And he has an unlucky cat who's always getting hurt.
It's kind of as if he's morally askew.
And if that wasn't enough, he has dim-witted henchmen who don't know how to do anything.
Well, Rod, it could be in disguise, you know. I mean, we ain't really sheep.
And the man looks like this. Heck, I even love all the random animal bit players in this movie. Also like Mary Lamb and her maybe not relationship with Tom Piper.
Are you Tom's girlfriend?
I'm his boss.
But I think she'd rather be my girlfriend.
See, Tom is such a jubilant man and a real joy to see him interact with Mary, Jack, and Jill. As for the art and animation, it's good. Nothing magnificent, but it's good. I really like the backgrounds and some of the art, and the character designs are really good too. And since this is a musical, how's the music? Actually, I really like the music. I thoroughly enjoyed the musical numbers and the singing. The songs were very Disney-esque, but much less memorable. Still very pleasant to hear. Big improvement over the last Christmas movie I watched, The Swan Princess Christmas. Oh, unlike that movie though, the music actually fits within the world it takes place in. And The Swan Princess Christmas only made $7 because it had the worst music ever made. And there were a few scenes that I found surprisingly frightening and shocking even. That one scene in the cave with the Goblin King was just messed up and felt slightly out of place here. That thing screaming is gonna haunt my nightmares forever. And I don't want to spoil too much, but one of the characters straight up commits murder at one point. In cold blood, this person didn't do anything wrong. Yeah, this movie had some moments I found were genuinely dark. Surprisingly so. Overall though, Babes in Toyland was still very sweet and so full of charm. It has fun, likable characters, good artwork, a pleasant soundtrack. Oh, and the sound design itself was very well done. And lastly, the movie just has an abundance of heart. Something that so many movies seem to lack, especially Christmas movies, since so many of them are simply made to cash in on Santa's birthday. They just wouldn't let me. And so my final rating for Babes in Toyland is a 7. Goodness. Even though I disliked some of the darker moments and found the story to be quite ordinary at its core, everything still manages to come together into an enjoyable movie so full of heart. But as always, I want to know what you guys think. Feel free to leave your comments in ye old comments section below. Thank you so much for watching all the way through. And as always, stay squirrely. And he lost 19 subscribers because he had the worst sign-off there ever was.